Well, folks, yesterday was the 100th day that Donald Trump was in office. Today, of course, being the 101st day. And things are going really badly, not just for Donald Trump, but for the entire country. Every single thing that Donald Trump has touched within his first 100 days in office has, of course, completely fallen to crap. And his approval ratings are a reflection of that. The fact that a plurality of Americans, 46%, give him a grade of F for his first 100 days kind of tells you everything you need to know about where the public sits. And the public has a lot of reasons to give this administration a failing grade for their first 100 days in power. I mean, let's start with the obvious, right? All of these know-nothing yahoos that are dismantling government agencies that they shouldn't be running in the first place. Linda McMahon from the wrestling world should not be in charge of what your child learns in school. But she is, and she's destroying the Department of Education. In fact, they want to get rid of it completely, and she's more than happy to do that. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is the Director of Health and Human Services. That man is, I'm not going to finish that sentence, but you've all heard me say that he, of course, is the dumbest person in this administration. We have Tulsi Gabbard, we have Kristi Noem, who recently had her purse with her personal cell phone and all sorts of classified information on it stolen from her. Not exactly the kind of homeland security that you want when she can't even keep her personal belongings secure. Kash Patel using the FBI to target Donald Trump's political enemies, along with Pam Bondi as the Attorney General. And of course, Pete Hegseth, who has been involved in not one but two Signal chat scandals, a makeup room scandal, and just all around destroying the Pentagon, and of course now forcing all employees to undergo polygraph tests because he wants to find all the leakers. And Elon Musk and Doge, lying to the American public every single day about how much waste, fraud, and abuse we've actually found, when in reality they've cut very little from the federal budget. They've actually cost the government more than what they've saved. But on the other hand, they have gotten their hands on classified personal information for every U.S. citizen available, so they've got that going for them. Your personal private data in the hands of these little incels running Elon Musk's Doge office. And all of that is just with Trump's appointees and cabinet picks. That doesn't even begin to touch the other horrible things that have happened throughout this administration from Trump himself. We, of course, have the attack on public universities. We have his attack on law firms. We have him threatening media outlets. I'm going to pull your license. This week, he says he wants to investigate the pollsters because he doesn't like the poll results that show he's so unpopular. This man has, in fact, become an authoritarian leader here in the United States. There is no doubt about it. In fact, the polls that came out this week also showed that a majority of people in this country think that he is a dangerous dictator. So, once again, the public believes this man is the authoritarian dictator we all feared he could become. We also, of course, have the tariffs. Donald Trump is destroying the economy, tanking the stock market with his trade policy that changes from one day to the next. Americans overwhelmingly do not like it and do not approve of it. And you have a massive majority of Americans that would consider the economy right now to be, quote, poor. So, by every possible metric, Donald Trump is failing. Then, of course, we have immigration, right? His other signature issue outside of tariffs. Well, a majority of Americans now disapprove of his handling of that, and a huge majority of people disapprove of him deporting and refusing to bring back, in spite of a Supreme Court order, Kilmar Abrego Garcia. We also have children with cancer being deported, and their mothers being given, according to their lawyers, 90 seconds to make that determination whether or not to leave your 4-year-old with cancer here in the United States or take them with you while you're deported. The public, believe it or not, doesn't seem to like that. And Donald Trump thinks that the pollsters are somehow in cahoots to make him look bad when he's acting like the most cartoonish supervillain you could ever possibly imagine. He's arresting judges. And this week, Caroline Leavitt suggested, hey, if the Supreme Court needs to be arrested, maybe we'll do that too. That is the country we live in, and it's only been 100 days. 100 days. And we went from an economy that was definitely on the rebound, definitely doing better, to an economy that economists now tell us we're going to hit a recession this year. Like, that's not even questionable. Layoffs are increasing. Hiring is going down. By every possible measure, the economy is doing worse today than it was on election day when Biden was president. But the public didn't see it. The public thought maybe brighter days are ahead. And now I think almost everyone has woken up to the fact that no, things are not going to get better. Things are in fact going to continue to get worse. But I can't stress enough that it's only been 100 days, folks. We have over 1,300 days left, which means we have to get through more than 13 100-day spans, and God only knows what kind of horrible thing this guy is going to do on any given day in that 1,300 plus day span. If he has done this much damage in 100 days, where will we be? Will we have a country in 200 days, in 300 days? I honestly don't even have an answer to that question anymore because of how bad things have gotten and how fascist this country has quickly become in just 100 days. Did you know that you might be missing out on wonderful content from me? I mean, you're here already because clearly you like what you see. So if you're not already, please do subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like the video, share them with your friends and family, but also follow me across the rest of the social media world. And it's not that hard to do. Whether it's X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Threads, on every one of those platforms, you can find me at the username @FarronBalanced. Simple enough, right? So get on it. And if you don't feel like going to each one of those outlets individually, lucky for you, we have links in the description of this video to take you right to my pages across all of social media. So don't miss a minute. And while you're at it, make sure you're also subscribed to the Ring of Fire YouTube channel, which I have been hosting for many, many years now. We've got more than 1 million subscribers over there, and there is fresh content over there every single day of the week. So again, if you're not subscribed, subscribe to this channel. And while you're at it, go subscribe to Ring of Fire at youtube.com/The Ring of Fire and @FarronBalanced across every social media platform that, of course, is not considered just a far-right hellscape. Well, maybe Twitter is, but that's a story for a different day.